Hi, my name is Alfred Ahinkrayanfo. I'm a practicing nurse for 13 years and currently a lecturer. Today, I serve to be your nursing career coach to share my thoughts about why I feel pursuing a diploma or a certificate in nursing course in Ghana at the moment is a waste of time, waste in inverted commerce. And I think just take some time and watch the video and you would understand my point of view being in the profession for this period of time. In the past, there were a few universities that pursued nursing in Ghana and gaining admission to do a degree in nursing was very competitive. So as a result, they had to, their cutoff was actually high. When we wanted to go into the nursing training in 2006, the grades we had, though, were good, that today could afford us to do a degree in nursing. But that time, you were supposed to get a single number. And even with that, it was very competitive because it was just a few public universities that were doing nursing. The private ones were also doing diploma in nursing. Also in the past, you could realize that some of us who don't come from very good homes or rich homes benefited from the allowances that were being paid, though it was something small, but it was something that came to also help us. And at that time, we were not paying so much fees as the schools are paying now. Today, you go into nursing training and with the claim of allowances being paid at the end of the semester, some are paying over 2,500, 3,000, some even pay 3,500 per semester in government schools. So comparing those days and today, then you realize that when you want to be a nurse and you go to pursue a diploma or a certificate in nursing, then I consider it to be a waste of time. Just follow me and I will offer you better explanation. In the olden days, even the people that went to government universities and did a degree were not being appointed or given employment by government. They had to be at home for years before they were employed. But today, those who go to private schools, those who do degree, those who do diploma are all employed together at the same time. When the clearance is given out to every person, and then they are all employed together. So the assertion that when you pursue a degree, you wouldn't be employed doesn't exist anymore. And I think that if you go to the diploma or the nursing training colleges, there are individuals there who have qualification, their WASI results or SSC results who qualify them to do a degree. But because they had nobody to provide any guidance or counseling, career counseling for them, they end up being in the nursing training, which isn't bad. But the issue is, when I did diploma in nursing, I started as a staff nurse. Along the line, I did a degree without a study leave. I went ahead to do a postgraduate diploma in education. I went ahead to do MPhil, that is Master of Philosophy in Nursing. And all these certificates I have, I didn't have a study leave. And, just because you know how it works when you want to get certain things in Ghana. As a result, none of the certificates I've mentioned, from my bachelor's to my MPhil, is being recognized by government. So for 13 years, I think I just qualified to be a senior nursing officer. That is, I entered with a diploma after 13 years without going to school, without my certificate being recognized. Now going for interview to become a senior nursing officer. Now, if I had entered with a degree and this time, so if I had entered with a degree, after 3 years, I would have become a senior nursing officer. That is the grade I will be getting this year. I would have become a senior nursing officer. And then if I don't even go to school again, after 5 years, I become a principal nursing officer. If I still decide not to go to school again, after 5 years, I become, I think now is deputy chief nursing officer. So meaning that my current 13 years in the practice, I would have become a deputy chief nursing officer. In the past, they were referred to as DDNS. That is 13 years without going to school. If I had entered with a degree, that is what I would have become. So you notice that doing a diploma, it will take you extra years. So with diploma, you start as a staff nurse. A staff nurse, before you, after 3 years, you become a senior staff nurse. After 5 years, you become a nursing officer. After another 5 years, you become a senior nursing officer. After another 5 years, you become a principal nursing officer. After another 5 years, before you get to DCNO. That is if you decide not to go to school again. That is how it will be. This is the issue. Now, when you also realize that people now go and do certificates with the intention that they don't have the qualification to maybe do or pursue a diploma. My suggestion is that why don't you wait and better your grade so that you can go to the university, if even it's private. Because the private universities, some people think it's so costly. Fine, it's costly. But now this is what is going on. People go and do the diploma. People go and do the certificate. And because now government is not appointing everybody immediately after your national service and have to be at home, they now go back to the private university you are saying is expensive to go and do your degree. Because maybe you want to go into the security services or you want to travel. So I see it as a waste of time. So then why don't you rather better your grade, go to the university, if even it's private. The private university, their fees ranges between 3,500 to 4,000 every semester, which is almost the same as what people are paying in the nursing training. And if your father or your relative can maybe support you, give you a little push to do a degree, I bet you will not regret. Because what is the need in going to do maybe a certificate for 2 years? You write licensure, the results will come. That will make it almost about 3 years. Government will not employ you immediately. You have to stay home for 2 to 3 years and you are still in the house. Meanwhile, if you are going to do a degree in a private university, the security services may be looking for nurses and you can apply and you may be picked. You could travel out with your degree and go and or write your NCLEX or any professional course outside there and travel and go and pursue your nursing. This is the hard truth that nobody will tell you, but I think it's about time we say this. I have always advocated that as we speak now, all the nursing trainees should be turned into degree pursuing colleges or universities so that the starting point will be from degree, so that those who did diploma and certificate will be given the opportunity to go back to school, even if it's on sandwich basis, so that they can upgrade themselves and they would also get to the degree level. The other thing about the diploma also is, I know there are paths where when you do the diploma, I'm not saying diploma is bad, that's not what I'm saying. But in our current situation in Ghana here, I feel after doing a diploma for 3 years, you have to wait and write your licensing exams, and the results at times it may even take a year or more. That makes it 4 years. You do your rotation for another year, that makes it like 5 years. And you realize that after that, it's not immediately you are employed. And because you are home and you also feel age might be catching up, you go back to these private universities wanting to pursue a degree, awaiting posting, or maybe you want to travel, so you go and pursue a degree. And these private universities you may think was expensive, you go back and then you pay. So for me, I believe that it's about time we encourage those who are interested in becoming nurses to rather look at pursuing a degree, even if it's private, so that if you can go through a diploma, pay those monies, why not get a little push so that you can pursue a degree, for which I think you can be young and then still get to the tops and the ranks of nursing. And after a degree, what happens? You have to do your master's, your specialty. Now Ghana College, the entry is, if you want to do residence, is a degree. So that together we can make nursing a better profession. Thank you. You can reach out to me in my inbox and I'll be ready to offer you the guidance and the counseling you may need in the nursing profession. Once again, nursing is a noble profession. Let's keep on doing our best. And I believe that together we can make nursing a better profession.